The wedding is definitely on. We planned on having another baby maybe after the wedding. I feel like I'm still finishing my degree, like my college degree that I started back when I was on Young and Pregnant. So I think there's some things that I want to check off my list that I started that I really just want to finish out before we have another. But I think that we've definitely been contemplating it and talking about it more, especially since Chloe now is 5. She's getting older and older, and I'm like, I want them to at least be closer in age, like not too far apart. But I also want to do it when I feel like it's just right for both of us, because I feel like our first child, we were so young and it just like was an out of nowhere thing. I want our second child to be more planned, more like, structured. We have everything set up and it's more of like a peaceful thing. I feel like with our first, it was scary, chaotic. And now it's like, I've done this before. I know what to expect. So I think it's just more when I'm ready, because I feel like he's ready every single night. He's like, let's do this. And I'm like, let's chill. I'm like, let me get through the wedding. Like, let me get everything together. But I definitely think we've been thinking about it. And, last year I was like, no, I just don't want to do it. But I think over the last few months, I've actually been contemplating it more, like thinking about it more often. This season compared to like our first season of Young and Pregnant, it's like 2 different people. And I think what really changed us was his like rehabilitation and that really intense therapy for so long. I mean, he was there for 4 months, voluntarily, like really taking in all of this information and this healing that I feel like he needed to do with things that had happened, in his life that made him turn to drugs initially. So I feel like he healed a huge part of himself. And while he was there, I was healing a part of myself. I did a lot of therapy. I did a lot of stuff at home. So it's like we were both working on ourselves separately, but at the same time. So I had this fear, in my head when he got home, like, are we going to be 2 completely different people that have just grown apart and we're going to just move on apart? Or are we going to grow more together? And I think after that whole experience, he completely changed into the person that like I always knew that he was. I always knew he could be. And I feel like that something was just telling me throughout this journey to just hold on and, to keep my faith. And I feel like I had this faith in him. And I'm glad I never gave up. Like, I'm glad I didn't turn my back on him, because now where we are is like, it's completely just day and night. I feel like I have like the dream person. I couldn't imagine living my life or spending the rest of my life with anybody else.